Alrighty. France 1A. Good map. I think made by Onich or Mr. Michael Mouse, I don't know. But give credit to both of them. This is a 4v4 combined arms. I'm the Cav. And I'll go over the players real quick. So we have Lagoon as the arty, as France. We have Roni as infantry, as France. You got me as a Cav, as France. You got Tunzig as Inf, as Italy. Then for the enemy team, we have Asian Ace as Austria, and he is infantry. We have Wenfell as Austria, and he is infantry. We have Tio as Russia, and he is Cav. And we have Gotav Bomber / I think his Discord name is Appalachia, and he is Russian arty. So, in the early game, while we're deploying, we discuss who goes where goes what, and I think we agree that the meeting point between both the infantry players should be this farmhouse here, like either one of these three. But just, you know, it's kind of directly in the middle of the map, holds most LOC. Yeah, if we can claim like those three and then maybe the fourth, then we win. So it really is like even for both teams, and it's kind of just about these houses here. Anyways, I think I'll just give some tips and tricks on how to play Cav in combined arms, and I hope I can simplify it in a digestible way. But anyways, I kind of bunched my Cav into 3 groups of kind of relatively even strength, and my current Cav composition, just before we start, you see this one Lancer that's just my scout, that's just my harass. And so for one, actually, I'll play, you'll see me move. So you have this third as a blob, this third as a blob, and then you have this third here as a blob. Give me a moment and I'll show you. So, if we look across the map, you can see where 1/3's going. Keep it in mind, you always want to be able to see the map edge just in case they do flanking maneuvers. I have my other third, my main blob over here, and then my other one's beginning to get over here, because I am weary of this area here, because I think maybe the Cav player could be somewhere on this side, who knows. Because we don't know which nation is which thing. So we can deduct over time, depending on what we find from units, as like, oh, one of the rushes arty, one of the rushes Cav, and then the other ones will notice that will be Austrian infantry. And the same goes for us. You can kind of use that element to try to trick players, I guess. Anyways, as one blob, I have my Lancers out front, because Lancers are just kind of glass cannons. It's good to charge them off as your first charge before you go on with your main mass. But the way I've strengthened this one, instead of having kind of 2 elite Cav or Inspire Cav, I just have the one giant Cuirassier Cav, but then I have 2 Dragoons as well and the Cuirassier Cav. And that's kind of like my left flank of Cav. Then for my center, I know it looks a bit muddled here, but they'll move apart. I have 2 Dragoons, a Lancer. I think my Lancer's on my left one as well. But yeah, I got Jakumarat, Dragoons, and I got these heavy Grenadier Cav. And there's the other Dragoons. And these ones are going to the center here. And for my right flank, much the same as the other one, but instead the Cuirassier Cav is split into 2 units. And that becomes my right flank of Cav. And then you kind of just control where they are. You want them relatively close to each other just in case they do mass up all their Cav on one side, so you can kind of get them over as quick as you need. But yeah. Anyways, for our arty player, Where is he at? Yeah, he's spawned in the corner, which is a bit unfortunate. And yeah, he has to send a lot of stuff off to one side, and then he can start sending it forward. But yeah, he's going for, I think, 3 main batteries, judging by where his arty is going at the moment. And he has an 8, a 12, an 8, and an 8. Then for one in the middle we have an 8 and a 12, then we have another 12 and another 12. So no grand batteries, but good long range, heavy hitting artillery. And then I think he would have some lights, some... I have no idea what the hell these are. I think they're grenadiers. Then we've got voltigears to stake. More voltigears. Oh yeah. I found some Lancer Cav in the forest here. Charged it immediately with my dragoons. Charged it in with my Cav that was going towards the middle to sandwich them. And then I managed to take them both out. So yeah, that's already like minus, I don't know, less than 1,000 gold, more than maybe 700 gold for the Russians. Out of the 10,000, it's almost 1/10. And yeah, what I do notice is a lot of dragoons all massed up on one side. And I'm like, okay, I might have to keep my Cav around this area because it looks like he's massing his Cav here. He also spawned on the left side of the map, which is just coincidental. Anyways, I was just going to say with the artillery play, he's probably going to have some elites somewhere maybe in amongst this. No elites. I think he's just gone for line and stuff, and maybe his arty was too expensive to afford elites. That's fine. Anyways, I get really lucky here. And I think it might have to do with the slight hill advantage I could have. But currently at the moment, he can't see anything besides this Cav. Where it says... yeah, it's spotted. Because otherwise it should say not spotted. And they saw some dragoons. They keep coming through. They've disappeared themselves. But I slowly encircle, get my lancers around, especially lancers. Because they can hit hard in the back. And then I decide, you know what? He only has his general here, but he doesn't have any heavy cav that I can see. I know there's just a bunch of dragoons in there. I'm going to go for it. And I easily outweigh him with the heavy cav. And I don't usually recommend cav on cav engagements in the early game. But here, you know, just watch. So he starts a charge. I only wanted to show my force to kind of deter him away. But then I realized, like, oh fuck, he's committed. Now I swing through with the reserve cav. I will pause it momentarily, but I get my lancers around here. I get my heavy cav on the very flank. His general's very vulnerable as well, and my lancers manage to deal like very fucking heavy blows at the very initial contact or whatever. And then only now do I notice that here comes the Russian heavy cav, and then also some hussars as well. And I think that's when I'm like, oh shit, I got to start dragging over the stuff that I wanted on the left side. Actually, no, I don't bother. I just keep it there. Well, I mean on the right side. Anyways, most of the Russian cav crumbles. I think I want to go for the general, but no, I'm just going for the back of the Russians here. Completely encircled. And he does not bother engaging with his heavy cav whatsoever. I think he's just decided, well, fuck, I just lost most of my dragoons. And I think, yeah, just to really deter him and fuck him off, I send my lancers after his general. So a really, really, really decisive cav engagement here. And I think you can tell where the death line is. It's basically, he's on the edge of the forest, so he slows down immensely when he goes for the charge. And I have the slight downhill and I meet him just on the edge. So even though I slow down a little bit, once I hit the forest, I still get most of my momentum through when I hit him. Which is amazing. It just all came down to terrain. Because I think stat-wise, the Dragoons are of relatively even strength. The Russian Dragoons and the French Dragoons. So yeah, now I just have a bunch of cav massed up here because I do realise, well, he's got all his cuirassiers here, so I've got to watch out. But on the right side, that gives me confidence in believing that there's pretty much no cav threat here whatsoever. Now, our infantry players... yeah, they've decided, I think, this house is going to be the one where they're going to split 50-50 from, because I think he doesn't need to go all the way to the far right, haha, Nazi, to, like, claim LSC, because I think it's only just this house here he needs to go to, like, kind of extend to. But, to be fair, if, you know, whatever the arty is, if they get artillery on these little hills here, it's pretty strong for them. Because we'll be out in the open, we'll be a vulnerable target. I guess you can hide behind these mounds in a way, but only so many men. Anyways, from this LAC position, enemy does have a clear advantage with the terrain. And yeah, you can already see the Austrian infantry up so close. So our French infantry player Roni, there's an unfortunate thing that happens where around about halfway through the game he crashes, but for the meantime, the smoke thickens. Claim that LSC, which is over here. They're going to run in, bust out the windows. Already have. Now, the Italians are very well supported, and I think I just tell him, hey, can you just put a couple bits of infantry just on the far left here, just to make sure. But yeah, so there are still more Dragoons, and I think that's because the Russian cav player just chucked all his cav around here, convinced that I pretty much have all my cav massed here. But I still have this massive force, which is 2 Dragoons, a Lancer, and 2 Cuirassier units. Artillery player is coming up, and also... where is it? Yep, 12 pounder is here. Nice on the edge of the forest. Got a good angle. I don't know exactly where it's shooting at, but it can't shoot at much, and the French infantry player just had to kind of chill. I think, yeah, to cover this hill here, maybe. But at the moment, I think he must have saw some men over there. But he is accidentally getting a bit of friendly fire, lol. Sorry, Lagoon, to embarrass you. I don't mind embarrassing Throny, though. You gotta thin out your lines, man. Come on. Look how thick they are. Shame. 5 ranks deep. Yeah, the Austrians know what to do. Look here. 3 ranks deep. Perfect. This unit has advantage as well. They've got the slight up ground, I mean, high ground. Fuck, now I'm embarrassing myself. But, yeah. And, it's like 2 units covering the same area as pretty much 5 units now. Oh my god. So yeah, I don't know why the Austrians back down from the hill like that. I think it's probably the angle they're going to be stretched out at. So I think they prefer to take... Yeah, that's a good position actually. It's probably is I think Wenfell on the left flank, and it's Agent Ace on the right flank here as the other infantry. So yeah, I think as requested he sent some units out to the left side. I think he didn't want to overstretch is the reason why he was a bit reluctant to go all the way where these houses are. And I think at the same time I was convinced that infantry was going to show up here, but I think the maximum of the Austrian infantry was only stretched out to here. Meanwhile it's very far stretched over here, so we're a bit mixed matched where we have infantry player kind of stretched out to here. This is all the arty player, and then we have a whole infantry player that's almost stretched in through amongst all over here. Yeah, here we go. The howitzers. So, Russia has their 4 unicorns. There they are, 2 20s and 2 10s. And then I forgot what other arty they had. I think they had some sort of round guns of sorts. Yeah, so we captured that building as well. Haven't bothered with that one, obviously. It's all about here. And Russian cav, what do we have? We got the cuirassiers, we got that hussar unit, and we have 4 more fresh dragoons. And using the infantry, we coax them away and we kind of turn the flank on them as much as we can. And we're like, yep, Italy needs to get online and start helping out France here in the center. And Lagoon is moving up a bunch of 8s, a 12 and 2 8s, pretty much towards the front lines. Meanwhile he's set up an 8 back here and is sending a 12 up closer. I think this 8 has a really good angle, but it's just a bit risky of hitting the back of the Italians is all. Yeah, it's very risky. It's more than likely hitting the Italians. But yeah, no, he's decided that's not a good spot. I think I'm going to move that up further. So I think he's just getting all his guns up to the front lines for canister. Because I think he doesn't really have a good angle with the hills here. Meanwhile, these howitzers... I have no idea what they're shooting. I have no idea what the hell. I think it was Appalachia I was shooting at there. But it looks like it was just doing friendly fire. Yeah, so the Austrians have given ground. I think it's probably too many French for their liking, but that was a great hit there. Keeping his, I don't know, just thinning out his lines. Yeah, that's good. Outmatched the Italians. Yeah, Italy, we use that flanking maneuver that we want to do. Really got in the edge of these Austrians, and then you can see some Austrian reserves already preparing around this hill here. So this Austrian player, Wenfell, on the right, is really knowing what he's doing. He's pretty much going to band along the green here and have a really good height advantage against us. Because on the minimap, if you look, it's kind of like a big bowl. This whole area here, it's a kill zone. And just as we're maneuvering, trying to get there, he has the advantage of being in the high ground and the forest, and like we're still out completely exposed. Rough as.
Stanno cercando di ammazzarci. Pensa che stiano davvero cercando di ucciderci, caporale?
Wow. Close hits there. Meanwhile, I get a bit bored, wondering what's happening on the right side, and I scout with my lancers, and then I realize, well, shit, there's literally nothing in this entire, almost like quarter of the map along here, or more like fifth, but still. Huge lane for me to flank my cav around, and then I really want to go for all this arty here, because that's very worrisome. The Russian Dragoons got in a good charge. Oh, I fucked up charge. I think he tried to pull out in the last second, thinking that there was going to be a square, but he didn't get the square off. Unless... Alright, that's a bit jank. That's quite jank. That's really unfortunate. I feel bad. That should have definitely gone to the Dragoons there, if I'm being honest. And yeah, the cavalry needs to pull back now because they are within range of the line. Yep. And I just keep pressing with and showing presence of my force over here. I have some cav left over here. That's most of my cav that's left there. Yeah. The charge that emerges where Austrians come downhill with their grenadiers right into the Italians and really hit them, and I'm like, shit, I gotta send in my guard cav here. I probably gotta send in my lancers as well. Yeah, I bring over my general to pop a rally too. The Dragoons get in for a bit as well. His general is here as well. Decide, yeah, I'm going to send in some more Dragoons, some more cav from the rear to support them. And yeah, while the Austrians can't square, I'm going to hit them in the back. But I think somehow they got off the square here. I don't know. But yeah, this is my heavy cav. Guard grenadiers. I think that's elites right there, forcing back. So Austrians don't lose any units per se. Actually, right there's one that breaks. And I get my cav into the back here, but I think they managed to square. Because I thought I was attacking this unit here, but I didn't realize it's actually a unit right here that I was attacking. Which really sucks because the trees are just too dense. Just unfortunate for me. Meanwhile, I think, yeah, I took out a 20-pounder and I took out a 10-pounder. Actually, what the fuck? I was retreating. They're retreating with the gun. Okay. So what does he have left? He has a 20 and a 10, and then he has a 20 and a 10 and a 10. Oh, okay, this guy just blatantly cheated and took literally only unicorns. And also, he kept cheating where he put squares around his, what do you call it? His artillery. Anyways, back to this Cavalry. I have to take him out because my friend told me, oh, you're just attacking a square, and I didn't realize. And one of those units break, but the one that's in square still holds. Meanwhile, all guns are blazing on the front lines here. They haven't really moved all too much. maybe just shift it a little bit. And then yeah, these units here get engaged as well. And we're really expecting the Austrians to put pressure on here because they might realize that, you know, this is all just the artillery players' units, so apply the pressure. Because currently this player is getting 2v1'd. This Austrian infantry player is super far stretched. And we keep pressuring this cav away, kind of cornering it, cutting it away from the corner of the map. Because I was just genuinely afraid that they were going to flank stuff around the edge of the map with the rest of their cav. So yeah, that melee settles down, and you can see the leftovers, the remains, the aftermath. Looks like a bit of friendly fire there. I didn't realize it. Only now that I'm looking at the replay, I realized that this guy just cheated with taking... Because he only allowed max 4 howitzers. Oh well. So the artillery player, got 12 pounder set up here, got an 8 pounder set up here. I think he should just move his men back, just behind the hill a little bit so he can shoot basically over the heads. Not recommended, but what else can you do? But yeah, here's a good example of how to do arty properly. You got a gap open right here. So you got a 12 and you got an 8, and you've just created a giant gap for the arty to just hit them hard. I think that was canister all here from this 12 pounder. Glad he got it to the front lines, and yeah, he's still sending up an 8, an 8, 12. But nothing on the far left, there's nothing needed here. And yeah, we're just really pressing on this corner here, and they're really kind of bugged by it. But he has a lot in reserve. I think there's the units that were routing before. Yeah, Tunzig, our Italian player, just really puts on the pressure. Quite the channel to shoot through. Such a narrow gap, but look at the target. It's like 3-4 ranks of men. Siamo a portata di fucile, signore. Almost. Hit through the back of those men, hit through, struck all the way through, and then I think it bounced over here, just because it slightly goes downhill. And yeah, this was really pissing me off. This guy just literally, this is just fucking stupid. Can't do this. I don't know when it happens. I think it's just over halfway is when our infantry player here crashes. Then shit kind of hits the fan because our Italian player is really pushing and pressuring the left side here of the Austrians because they don't want to get fully encircled, and they don't want to kind of move back, and they kind of have, I don't know why they have so many reserves here, because I don't know where the Austrian players connect, but I think it's somewhere around here. Maybe the thicker lines is where Asian Ace is, and then the thinned out lines is where my fellows. But still, plenty in reserve, but you can see the lines getting clipped. Whoa. But at the same time, let's get the Italians as well. Took another house. Yeah, we took this one here. So we're definitely winning at LOC-wise, we have to be able to hold. But yeah, we're really putting on the pressure on this left flank here. I kind of provoked this player here. Oh, that's good. Yeah. So I force squares. And then I'm telling the arty player, like, hey mate, yeah, since he's pulled back his men, he doesn't need to actually engage. I've now just forced squares, and I just tell him, hey, just start hitting the squares if you can. Because I can't really do much else over on this flank here with my cav, because he's squared around his arty. Somehow that unit routes, I don't know. I think that was from the front lines, but yeah. Really hit him hard there. Meanwhile, we managed to get this corner for ourselves, but then we realized, like, he's in too good of a spot. Let's just hold back on that flank for a while. Let's just focus on weakening this corner here. We need to send and waste more reserves over here. Pardon me. So yeah, Italy creates a bigger corridor for the French arty to shoot through. This is exactly what you want to do. Just clear men either side, create a massive area. I think from this angle, if you start shooting diagonally, you'll be able to clip a couple units like that. That'd be really nice. And then yeah, right here, this is a great moment. I was getting annoyed because I'm like, oh fuck. I'm now looking at a bunch of cav. I don't know how much cav he has committed over here, but he doesn't have his general. But I have 2 inspire cav, and I've only seen like 3 or 4 dragoons, and I'm getting shot by this fucking these arty here. So I'm like, I don't want to stand around. I don't want to get hit. So I think I just go in for the charge here. Once I'm confident that I outnumber him, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. It's the wrong noise, but whatever. Yeah, the dragoons shit themselves straight away. Crusaders come around the flank. They hit, so that's 4 dragoon units. Absolutely crumpled. My dragoons did look a bit weary there for a second, but then yeah, other one crumpled, other one crumpled. Gone. I don't know how quick that was, but it's probably the quickest I've seen 4 units break. And I think it's because, yeah, his general was over here and he had no other inspire, and I just had absolutely fresh units here. Except for, you know, that fucking, this hit here, that hurt. So this unit, this player here, Asian Ace, starts shifting to the right some more, while I don't know what these units are doing, but they're just getting shot while moving. It's a bit unfortunate. I think I tell arty, you know, hey, look at these really long thin lines, see if you can do any enfilade with them. I think this one might get a good enfilade hit. I've missed a lot of Lagoon's good hits here as arty, but so I've just been kind of focusing on what I've been doing as CAD. Let's have a look. No, so they go that way and then they come back. Because he's like, no, I've got reserve going that way. You can hear all these cannonballs skipping overhead. This is nuts. Yeah, these are really good spots. Oh, just. Anyways, what I decide to do from here is ignore this arty. I'm just going to get shot up by it if I just stand around. I'm going to start maneuvering it all the way around the back and then sandwich this cav here. And I think this guy might realize it because he sees they can still spot my cav at the moment. Just because I think he's retreating cav or whatever. So I think he realizes what's going on and I think he wants to get an early charge on me. Probably confident that he has 3 Kurosi units over here. We got some almost point-blank fighting going on here, or shooting. They're real close. Jesus Christ. And yeah, still cheating. I messaged a friend on the other team to tell this guy to stop cheating, and nothing really happened. I really don't know what the hussars are here for, but they just exist. Guy's got really weak reserves that I think he's committed most of the front line. And then yeah, here's a really unfortunate charge. We're like, quick. There's some grenadiers charging the pressure limbered up 12-pounder. Charge from either flank, and I hope they stop it. I don't know what happens exactly. No. They make contact just in the middle, but I think it might break. They technically get encircled, so that's a lucky result for the 12-pounder, but I think the 12-pounder is stuck there permanently. I don't know. yeah, the general would have popped like a rally or an inspire in some of these units because they come blasting through, and then he's like, shit, gotta commit here, and then has to move up his own grenadiers to match. Meanwhile, I got my cav coming through the back. Nothing's happening on the right, and the arty player with all his infantry just decides to move forward, and we're like, yep, let's claim this ground, let's keep moving forward. But yeah, it's looking nasty for both players here. That 12 pounder gets stuck and loses the limber, so it has to unlimber here. I have no idea what the fuck that was. I think it's trying to shoot backwards or whatever, but that's just a glitch in the home. So this now becomes a nice bloody brawl. And yeah, the Austrians charge downhill again here because it worked out for them last time, and it works out again. So he's like, shit, gotta commit these forces to this side here, gotta commit my reserve forces to this side here, get in your general. And then, yeah, right here at the same time, I'm like, I know there's squares here, I know there's bloody infantry, but I just have to go in for the charge. And it turns out really nasty. These cuirassiers are absolutely fresh, and I lose my grenadier cav because they were super depleted, and then he can come onto my flank, and I'm desperately trying to get my reserve cav through from the rear so I can get off the bonuses in the rear charge. I lose another dragoon unit here, another dragoon unit stuck in here. I get my cuirassier reserve cav and I want to charge it through, but then it gets stuck in the squares. I lose lancers and a dragoon unit on another unit of square over here. So it's really well played by Wenfell and Tio over here, and he's got his general protected by this grenadier square over here. But this cuirassier unit, if I can take out one, then I can take out all three. That's what I believed. I come onto my flank, I start charging around, I go for the general, and I think, yeah, maybe taking out the general would definitely help me. Yeah, so he loses his general. I'm really hoping that my lancers and my other dragoons can take out the rest of his cuirassier unit. My general is already flaky. My cuirassier unit's stuck on that. I've got 2 units stuck on that one. And then my other cuirassier unit's half stuck on this square as well. But I do encircle them just. I lose the battle over here. I have to send in my general. It's Jakun Marat with his cuirassiers. They can easily outnumber and probably beat, but then at the same time I really don't want to lose my general. So I desperately chuck in this cav. I try to get them disengaged from the square. This lancer unit's stuck on that one, that dragoon unit's stuck on that one. And then yeah, the encirclement bonus works here, and then Jakun Marat and his chads beat these cuirassiers over here. So that is it for the Russian cav, I believe. They might have a dragoon unit somewhere, yeah. Just at that moment, yeah, dragoons snuck through and took out the 12 pounder, and I had my spare lancer unit here. I took out his hussars, I think. They come blasted through. Yeah, that's gone. So costly, but we won. I got a lot of cav left. They have barely touched a little bit, but yeah. This massive brawl here as well. Oh yeah. Alright, let me pause. So, the brawl, I think Austria's losing it for the most part, mainly because he's probably overstretched, and he's getting charged on all fronts. This is where our infantry player here crashes, because that's why they go in for an all-out charge, and a really kind of silly one, because it's just AI now. So we get our arty player to desperately go in on the flank and do as much damage as he can before all shit hits the fan and we don't have a center. So yeah, it's just after halfway. like shooting right there. So yeah, we really want to take out these unicorns because they are just dealing a lot of damage to us. But we've won our left side, their right side, and we just keep turning the flank. We get Italy to just kind of try to join the French as much as possible with this charge here. Win the massive forest engagement, even though it's an uphill struggle, which is amazing. And I split my cav, and I think I just want to send it around. Meanwhile, supporting the melee as much as possible and to route units if I can. So a lot of Austrians retreating. Yeah, relatively fresh units. Very, very fresh units on the flank here for Italy. God damn. Battalion just going balls to the wall. So now it's become a bit of a strange battle where if you look at the mini-map, we have players on either side. It's now become some strange sort of sandwich. With the French kind of charging whatever they have left. Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, wow. I don't know if you saw that, but French cannons from Lagoon clipped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units, I think. 6 units. Probably 7. I don't know, it's just nuts. That's quite the enfilade. Gotta worry about these Russian units here. Oh, this is where they go. So we basically wondered, these units make an appearance at the end of the game, but we wondered where the fuck they came from. But I think you just right-click charge these guys, and they'll just chase them endlessly, and we just completely miss them. Because we're so busy doing damage control mode. So Austria takes a really strong position. Oh, I think that's our, yeah, it's Roni, that's his general. Protecting the unicorns. I've got my cav at the back, I really want to take out as many unicorns as I can. I think, I don't know what happened with the rest of my cav. Oh no, I just put them over here on the flank. But yeah, I basically use my cav to kind of herd them, I guess, into the shape that we want. Because that way we can just get mad enfilade. Oh man, it's not even enfilade, that's just hitting the back of them. French go on charge. You know. I think that's just a cannonball there, yeah. I really don't know how we completely missed these two units, that's hilarious. Ah yeah, so I charge in some cav to help out there. And at the same time, so this is against Asian Ace and against Wenfell at the same time. While he hits these squares, I get in with my cav and I go in for the rear charge bonus. And yeah, and I'm like, yep, Lagoon maybe going for the charge, they've all squared now. I've got my cav helping here, taking out the rest of the guns here, for the Russians and the Russian infantry. Fuck, I'm about to fucking choke. Great result here. Going balls to the wall for the general, but he doesn't even square that unit, so I just fucking hit that unit. This square's about to break. Got my general in there as well for the inspire bonus. Meanwhile, on the other side, he goes in for the attacks. I think I take my cav through because I'm like, oh, let's try to attack the back here where the Italians went in for a charge and I think got deflected. And they start breaking on their right side, but we're winning the left side majorly. So it's kind of going either direction. And then I think France, because he's unsupported by my cav, might actually lose it against the squares here if his reserves don't come in time. So, attacking the back of the squares didn't work out for me, because I literally just lost all of them. Tunzik just lost his general. I think that he accidentally got meleeed. I think he was trying to send his general in for inspire bonuses. I think I have to take out the last of my cav here. We managed to just take out the Austrians here. And then we completely lose the right side here. He basically scrambles together his reserves, whatever came back, disengages from the shooting, and probably, yeah, disengages from the melee too. Can't believe it, we still missed these units. We didn't even notice. This cannon might accidentally be hitting our men, who knows. But I think he's just trying to target these guys here. Yeah, he's still down to like 4 unicorns. 2 20s and 2 10s. Oh, so I got Cuirassier Reserve Cav and Cuirassiers here. I might have lost 1 Cav unit there. I think it was like a Dragoon or something. But I got Cuirassiers and Dragoon Marat with his Cuirassiers, so I have plenty of strong Cav left. Wow. Just trying to hit these chunky units here, I think. And to clip all the way through. Oh, that's what it is. Oh no, yes, these two. Yeah, I don't know what happens here, but he chucks his 10-pounder crew out. This is definitely a mistake of sorts. He's trying to suicide them? I have no idea what the fuck this guy's doing. Yep, that happens. And yeah, Ely's kind of now a little bit on the retreat, having to scramble together everything he can. A bit unfortunate. I think I should have kept some Inspire Cav at the back here to help him recover units. But some stuff comes back. Some stuff comes back. So pretty much all these French infantry here is all from our arty player, and he has two. Well, is it? Yeah, two 12-pounders and an 8-pounder left. Yeah, I start getting annoyed by the artillery because I'm like, it's just eating up my cav. Yeah, it's eating up my cav. I can't just stand around and take that. At the same time, Lagoon gotta watch his shots, he's shooting his own man. I really don't know what Russia does here. It's going for like triple fed charges that are unsupported entirely. Yeah, it starts getting really bullshit for me. So he took out, I guess, Voltigeurs at the cost of really good Grenadier Cav, like one of the best in the game. I start flanking my Cav around just to kind of force them into different shapes or squares to happen for Lagoon to shoot. Meanwhile, Italy, I think they just want to take this point here at least. So they try to recoup whatever they can there. So I think with infantry that's left is a mix between Winfell and Asian Ace still. I really hope that Italy got back more units. That's unfortunate. Here's what Grenadiers, Fusiliers, Voltigeurs, 5th, Fusiliers, and that's just like a normal line infantry, these guys. So, what do they have? These Legre, which are like, I think, lights maybe? Are those the lights? I don't know. Maybe Grenadiers are lights or swords, I guess. I think they're just all lights. Cutting holes. These Russians are really bunched up and facing the wrong way. Oops. I was doing some jet sniping there. So yeah, we just basically try to figure out what our options are. Ah, I remember now. I think he wants to charge these squares and then get me to charge my cav in. I don't know how that works out though. It's down to very, very few men. It's just the amount of bodies around this hill area here. Yeah, that's what happens. So goes in for the charge. I think we take out one of the units, or just maybe one unit. Stark Grenadiers which means strong in German or Austrian, I guess. And yeah, battalion mass just super strong. I think I do the stupid thing of disengaging, which then pretty much causes us to lose that little engagement there. Because I'm like, oh no, he's got his infantry to come in so he can envelop it. Yeah, that's the reason why I disengage. Again, Russia's doing the really strange thing of just trickle-fed charges. They're just going to charge one unit at a time now. Yeah, so bring it over the general, probably popped Inspire on that unit to make it hold longer. And then I think, yeah, it decided, oh, I'm going to shoot the side of it instead of actually melee it. But I just go in for the general there. Try to push him away. Oh no, I go in for a charge. Because, yeah, we just try to fully encircle. Not even going for a charge yet. They're just getting outplayed. And the sound is starting to cut out now, I guess. It's unfortunate. Okay, so eventually we beat them. At the cost of an Italian unit and pretty much my cav here. Yeah, those Russians break. He got the angle on them just to shoot them, like outshoot them, and then also shoot them with the cannons. And then yeah, here we're like, oh fuck, bloody Russian grenadiers coming through all of a sudden. Quite strange, isn't it? Wow, lucky him, dude. Runs his man out the way and then tries to sneak his way back on the cannons, but then they notice it, which is unfortunate. They take out that unit there, and then Austrians have plenty of men left. And they're getting really fucking lucky hits here. I'm just going to fast forward the game from here. I think we would have definitely won if our infantry player was still in, because we would have got more decisive charges with the infantry players. And then I think on the right side here, definitely with the French arty players, infantry and Veronese infantry. But yeah, it's just some slight maneuvering, kind of nipping at the heels a whole bunch. Using each other's arty to just blow each other to smithereens, I guess. Quite a strange ending, because at this point it's like a 3v4, but I guess it's a 3v3 because there's no cav for the Russians, but we lost one infantry. So yeah, we just basically attack either end, and then I have the final opportunity to fucking get these motherfuckers. Go for the Russian artillery, the general, and more artillery as well. This is the Russians have just thrown away all their infantry. The Russians still got one. The Italians are still laying hate, even though they're like ultra depleted. It's just impressive. Yep. And I really want to go for that general. I've had enough of this Russian cheater. Opportunity to go for both generals. Yeah, before I hit a square. Oh no, you know what it does? Yeah. It gives us the chance to outshoot them, lose morale because there's no general supporting them, and no general supporting here. They only are supported here because they have another general and 2 Inspire units. So we get to win this flank here, and I think we get to win this battle over here. But at the same time, they have like 2 weird blobs over here, so then it's just a weird shaped battle. At no point did I think we were just going to flip 90 degrees and be sandwiching each other, I guess. Or either way. So yeah, using my cav, massing it together, I take out squares, I hit the back. We force them over here with these 2 generals.
Our men are running for.
Finally lose that Kursi unit, and it has max chevrons. And then they realize, oh, there's strong points right here with this general unit. Let's go in for the charge, and I think at the same time, yeah, we get really good hits in. Oh yeah. Yeah, we punish them by he's forced his line to be in that angle. Look at that. He can just shift back even more, put them even more in that line. Look at this. Ultra desirable. But yeah, we ran out of time. And so I think 2 units retreated here. I think the Italians, if they won against those 2 units there, would be able to help wrap around, but pretty decisive draw, but I think we would have won, and we technically won via LOC as well, because they could have only claimed, I guess, nothing. If there's a point somewhere there, I don't know. But yeah, Lagoon, artillery, good job, Roni. Infantry, could have done a better job if you didn't crash. Tunzig, heaps of battalions, great job. I did pretty good with, actually I did really good with Cav. Teo, not so much. Infantry, Asian Ace, good job. Wenfell, really good job, having to hold against 2v1 there. And then Mr. Cheetah, what are you doing, man? Oh, pretty similar results for the Arty, wait. Oh no, Arty got tons. Yeah, good battle. Well played, everyone. Au revoir.